No, that's too
2 hours.
long.
2
Yeah.
hours. So it means morning session and 2 afternoon session. This is actually what I'm doing, afternoon session. Maybe I have somewhere or already gone somewhere. Maybe somewhere I have. Oh, I go somewhere.
But I wonder actually if people are going to, if 2 afternoon sessions are going to cut it.
What is cut it?
I mean, if you want to actually create a big audience, it's better to do 1 session.
What?
I mean that if many people join, then other people might be attracted. But if you create 2 or 3 sessions, it will take time before you get a big group. So it's better to probably give 1 session, then get a very big group and say, okay, let's split it up into 2 groups maybe, so that people have more opportunity to give their opinion. But a big group is probably better than a small group for others to join. Eh?
Just a moment, I'm just looking for the course I submitted. This one? Yeah, this one?
Academy Japan.
Maybe. Maybe this one, but I can't find it. I just register for this one, and I separate 3 courses for Saturday. But I try to find out exactly what it is.
So you registered the Unno School at this platform?
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam Airlines would like to invite passengers on flights B and 2, 3, 7,
This one?
Maybe you write it?
I don't know. Usually they will. Okay, anyway, I can't find out just this one, but I can't find out. Okay, move on. What are you saying?
So what I'm saying, is that it's probably, if we're going to offer a short course, like a 2-hour course, number one, we need to change the way that we are presenting the material. So we need to be more like customer focused and just like what Takahashi-san is saying. Okay, people want to listen, and don't want to pay for us having a discussion. They don't want to engage in debate. Therefore, maybe we just should refrain from doing it. And another point, the second point, is that instead of offering like 3 programs, maybe it's better just to offer one until it's really popular and we have a lot of a big audience. Then we can split it and offer a second and a third program. But if we have 3 that are nearly empty, that's not going to create a spin-off. So start with 1 every week, and then try to get a very big group. And after you got a big group, then split it up. Not already offer 3 different programs. Tabun, that's not such a good idea.
you okay? Just you expect a big group. We cannot get so big group. Okay, at most, people might be not more than 20 people. It's impossible.
20. If we have 20, that's reasonable.
No, maximum. I can do it. You said 2 hours, like a Saturday, only 2 hours? No. Takahashi are not satisfied with 2 hours.
Then we do a special session for Takahashi.
Oh yeah, you cut it out for the 8 hours, 2 hours. Cut it out for focus on 2 hours for the for the first entrance. Maybe this is acceptable. That I told you that Saturday afternoon 1 to 3. Maybe this is just what you said, but 3 to 5 another issue. Morning is just kind of Japanese spirit. Okay, this morning we can do. This is actually I submit the course, but I can't find out it. Okay, let's do it. It's time consuming.
Right.
Do not do it, but anyway, I try to find out because I need to change program anyway. So your recommendation 2 hours for the.
My recommendation, if that's what people want, then we better cater for what they want, because the objective is to make money, right? So the easiest way to make money is to give people what they want.
Sort of Wednesday night is more focused on kind of hot topics. So they liberal arts, and we're going to focus on why America withdrawal from Afghanistan. Kind of issues every week are going to advertise people, and Wednesday night.
The umbrella is liberal arts.
Yeah.
That's the umbrella. Okay. Takahashi-san, do you think that many people are interested in following a course about liberal arts? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have any idea who else is doing this, liberal arts?
For example, I focus on the Wednesday night session, 2 hours, right? And if they're going to come to Wednesday night, and we're going to persuade them to come into Saturday. And Saturday morning session or afternoon session. Afternoon session is we're going to combine 2 programs. One is multicultural and the other one liberal arts, or more deeper, right? Morning session is Japanese culture and values, right? Spirits. And so you can explain who you are Monday morning. Monday afternoon is we can study this is liberal arts and multicultural. So we're going to separate 3 sessions. I think I did 3 sessions, but too much. Afternoon 4 hours, morning 2 hours 30 minutes. So 2 sessions. And Wednesday 2 hours. We try to focus to Wednesday night, invite Wednesday night, and for many people getting Wednesday night, we're going to persuade them moving to Saturday. Or Saturday we're going to separate courses, morning session, afternoon session.
Right, but so the people who would be attracted to Wednesday would also be attracted to Saturday?
My concern is, okay, if you're going to separate, currently 4 sessions, Saturday 3 sessions, Wednesday 1 session, and I recognize very difficult for me to prepare material for 4 sessions every week. Too heavy for me.
Right, but But you already have so much material already.
Yeah. But I need to prepare the every week.
PowerPoint, you mean?
No, every week, not PowerPoint. Advertisement letter.
That's the point.
Most issue is how to advertise our course.
Okay, so you have the contents already, right? So you have the detailed contents already. So if you have the contents, then basically what you could do is send just a summary of the contents you already have, and then use the same contents to give your presentation. So you tell them what what you will tell them. You tell them that, and then they have an opportunity to give their opinion.
Like today's afternoon, 3 to 5, I think already I gave it to the Africa. So you pick up some material from them,
Right.
and you can make presentation more easily. But how are we going to deliver message to audience, to invite to our course? How to advertise, make advertisement?
Right.
I don't know how to do this.
Well, I mean, first of all, I think we need an umbrella. So if liberal arts is a good umbrella, then okay. And then already we can prepare, like 20 sessions or 30 sessions that we're gonna do based on the materials.
You mean 20 session program for the audience?
Yeah.
By Facebook?
Well, Facebook will be a way to advertise it. Yeah.
They will come.
Well, it needs to be very attractive. I mean,
How they're going to do ordinary seminars? How do they invite the people?
ordinary seminars.
And our course is English, right? So it means English self not easy to invite people, right?
Well, your audience will become much smaller, that's for sure.
Really?
If it's going to be in English, I think it's going to be smaller, yeah. Because people will think, mendokusai na. Or it needs to be, well, but there's already so much out there for people who want to do something in English. They go to Meetup or they go to...
Do you know the
Casual.
Vital Japan? They
Yeah. So
every
but
time
they get a lot, right? They get a lot of people.
250.
250, right.
I wanted to join there, but they rejected me to come.
Right. But I think once you reach the stage like where 50 people come together, other people are interested, maybe not so much about Vital Japan, but they want to meet people who are there so that they can network or get friends for people who are also interested in like international, global, outside of Japan.
But I tell you, the beforehand, the Saturday and Wednesday night, there are 5 or 6 people, some cases 10 people join before, right? They missing one by one, right?
Right, they're doing something right.
Do you remember 2 years, 3 years ago, maybe more?
Right.
That over there, but missing one by one. Finally to reach it, Saturday 2 person, right?
Right.
So we need to reconsider how to restructure the program.
Definitely. Definitely. It needs to make money.
So this kind of discussion I did Wednesday night, people they don't want to discuss about these issues, so I just we're going to and just the last Wednesday just stop it, just go to dinner and discuss about these issues. Okay, we try to focus on only photo topics. My conclusion.
Photo topics.
But how to advertise this?
Well, actually, you did have a. So I remember, like this, maybe 4 years ago, you mentioned that there was some teacher who just took The Economist, read an article, used that article as a hot topic, and the preparation was not so much. He just took one article from The Economist, shared it with his students, and then discussed that article.
Really?
Yeah, I think you had an acquaintance who did that, and actually He got quite a few.
I
students.
devoting a lot of time to prepare the slide, and 20-30 slide for 2 hours.
But if you have, like, for example, an article from The Economist, you send
Yes,
it out
yes,
to your
yes,
students.
but also put a lot of time to prepare pictures and drawings, and very can make an effort based upon the Economist. Not only the
Article.
not only article, but I spend a lot of time.
Right, but then you need to ask yourself: do you spend your time effectively? Do people just want to discuss that article, get to know the contents? Because you're already doing that, right? In your newsletter, like every morning, you take an
At that
article.
time I hired to start. They devoting to start preparing the material. Just only for the Saturday.
But you still do that, right? So you when you write a book, you take.
Yeah. I can do that. Yes, of course. Yes, write that. So like hot topics, I
Just one or
just
two?
write just hot topics. I can pick article from this material to put it in. I can do that. But the issue is how to advertise our school.
I don't know if this is going to work, but it's just an idea. So I believe there are some people who are very eager to study and learn, and basically they like to, and when they're in the train, they like to listen or do something and just do something useful. I mean, there are people who live 2 hours commuting from their work. They're wasting their time. They can do something useful in that time. They will be interested in doing that. So if you can create a podcast or something like that with everyday fresh content, maybe you will be able to attract a lot of people.
So it means based upon your opinion, I try to separate 3 sessions on Saturday to invite new people. Of course, Takahashi and Kimoto is whole day, just only the fixed fee, but you can join the afternoon early session, afternoon later session.
But yeah, the content needs to be different. Eh? The
Of
setup
course,
needs
yes,
to be
yes,
different.
yes, the same as now. And now I'm going to prepare the submission.
But and also probably then it needs to be online. No?
Oh yeah, I can do that online. But how to advertise those sessions? This is okay. Just we're going to building the separate program. How to advertise? This is the issue. I spend a lot of money, Facebook, but not effective. And if I'm going to invite one by one, this is very effective. Each by each.
Yeah.
Specific name. Why don't you come this Saturday? Why don't you come this
Right.
Wednesday
So if
night?
you set a target that I want to have at least 10 people for the beginning, it's 10 people who join this session, then one by one, it actually would make sense. If you do it directly, if you make an advertisement, you probably get 1 in 100 people would maybe respond. But if you send a direct message, well, it could be that maybe 1 in 10 would respond, or maybe
It's very
1 in
interesting
5.
that our recording YouTube is every week. I prepare 20-30 programs on YouTube, but nobody watch. It's not bad, but nobody watch.
Right. There's so much content there. So, I mean, creating the content is not the challenge, but actually having people to listen and to dedicate their time. That's it. That's the tricky part.
Yeah, many people said we are preparing good discussion, good video, but it's many people said, "Clyde, you are very poor for advertising." But I don't know how to do that.
Well, I'm not that good either, actually.